It's the time to get down.
I have to admit something to Brandy. Brandy, the reason why they have so many available near us is because a lot of people ain't rushing over here to do the radio stations, and we're embarrassed.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook you up, girl. We about to do this shit. This way. You see, you should have said that. So you should see all my friends, but remember, it's because I'm your neurotic buddy.
Is that a good thing?
People mention shit to me and don't I run with it, Vic? That's how we got the rate. That's how we got the record label started.
All day long.
They said, let's do a record label. I researched that shit.
And
So I shouldn't tell you I want to be a singer until I'm ready.
no, you can
that
tell them
correct?
anything. Matter of fact, if you
I'm
want
not
you just-
ready though.
yeah.
But I'm the perfect person to play around with. Oh, hit the turn that off the speaker phone.
What log? Here.
I'm the perfect person to play that stuff with. I'm the perfect person. See, that's why I'm telling you guys, Mac and PMC, they're going to get used to it. Say, Mario's getting me some shit again. But it's good stuff. Look what it says for Mac, you guys.
on his way.
Is there room for Mac?
whole bunch.
Yes.
A whole bunch.
There may be room for as many as one new community radio station in Port Townsend. With a special waiver of the FCC rules, there could be as many as one more channel available.
You better
So,
get on it.
Now, what it allows him to do
chance.
is he can go there and type in his zip code, and it will tell him what frequencies are available. I can tell him 101.5, and a bunch of the 90s are available. So now, when Mac gets this kit, theoretically, he can hook this up to his computer and go live immediately. Then he can walk around town and listen to his station. So first thing I realized, I didn't have an FM radio, so I had to go buy FM radio. There's some good ones on
Right.
Amazon. But then, Mac, if we go tonight at the end of Monday Night Football, and I can set up Sam Broadcasting System, Mac will be broadcasting on the internet immediately tonight if I can get this to work tonight. He will be live immediately on his computer
Right.
with the ability to cut in. And he'll also be able to broadcast. I think it's supposed to arrive on Wednesday. He'll be able to tie it in immediately and broadcast to Port Townsend.
Right.
Now, at that point, Mac can decide, because he got all that time, he retired, he can go look at all the Prometheus Radio Project stuff and decide how much he wants to be involved. But again, remember, if you don't like it, Mac, it's no problem. The project moves around. After like 2 to 3 months, if you really like it, you get to keep it.
Okay.
And we will have another one sent out.
Mac, I'm going to say a message. It's a little bit different than how Mario's coddling you. I'm going to say it this way. Get your ass on that radio station, do your work. All right, let's go. Next.
Well, I didn't feel it was my right to push this stuff on you guys. See, I can be an obnoxious friend.
No.
You know, sometimes a gift from me feels like pressure.
I learned this from Mac. Mac taught me straight talk. He says, you know, I didn't get a boat and get near the water, retire, and chill without telling straight talk. So I'm learning from the Mac rule. Don't tell me the long way. Tell me the short
all
way.
right. I'm all right. I'm just saying,
That's it.
I'm just saying in the past, I know that gifts from me have felt like pressure. You know, one time I had this girlfriend who wanted... No, I did it. I had this woman, she was in the art. She said, honey, I'm going to start painting, right?
Right.
So I went out and bought her the stackable wood thing with the drawers for all the paints.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Paint desk, opening beginner's paint kit, paint chair. Set the shit all up. Said, baby, look what I bought you, all the painting shit. She was like, just fucked up.
I was like, she was good.
I'm overwhelmed.
For her, it was good in her own theory.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
She felt like it was pressure. So I have to be careful how I give gifts, because sometimes I give a gift and it comes off like pressure.
And let me remind you
That's
guys.
all I'm saying.
We're always in beta at Pack Stereo. It will never end in Pack Stereo's world. That beta is an evolution of technology, so it never ends. It always gets greater. PackStereo.mobi. Check us out. If it ain't reaching you, or if it's not reaching you, let me be a little bit more grammatically correct. Let a brother know. Holler back at me. Let me know.
Okay, because part of this, and I'm going to talk about PMC like Vic said, is that here's the Mario Hemsley Android app. Okay, now it's coming out. I'll send out the notices. I just did it. Last week was a busy week. I did all this stuff you're seeing and this.
Right.
I built like 3 apps, set up everybody's stuff, ordered the channels, set up radio. All of this, who has been following PMC will tell you, we weren't even talking about this till like Tuesday. So since last week, I did all this stuff. So now here's the Mario Hemsley app that's coming out for the Android.
Let me see. What? Okay. Songs, photos. So this thing, if someone, goes to your app. Is it going to go straight to your channel?
It plays music. It has my songs.
I love this.
It has photos and videos, photos.
You know, it'd be
videos,
good.
and you can upload photos right into it, Brandy. It lives with you. It has a news feed.
But that's
Twitter
just for an
feed.
Android. Or what
No. Okay, here's what happened. All of this costs you. I have an app maker called, I make stuff also at App Maker, appmakr.com. I make stuff there because I have an Apple license. I can make as many as I want free. Okay. But they're simpler apps. These are the hotter apps. These cost you, for the Android version, $100 a year. And then here's how they get you. So you buy that. But if you want it on the iPhone, it's another $200. So it's $300 a year for the super app. So Pack Stereo has two. Vic and I. Vic and I are under development because I said my prices. I still had to pay for that. But I can make everybody apps, and I'm gonna make everybody who's my associate. I'm gonna make you apps at my other place. It's just that they're not as fancy as this app. But this is a fancier app. Now,
Have you seen me? I need a fancy app.
Wait a minute.
I know you're gonna want all the hot people. Because why? Because you're gonna want.
Can't be like anyone's app.
See shit.
You know what, Mario?
So you know what? See, everybody wants the $300 a year app.
You know
okay,
what?
I tell you what. This is what I tell you. This is what I tell all my friends. You spend I'll make it. Give me the $300.
All right, someday.
Now you will talk. That might
Wait a minute. Hey, look.
I'm just saying.
Wait a minute.
Other folks, but everybody can't. I ain't paying $300 for all your apps.
Now, Mario, let me say something honestly to back you up, but on a serious tip.
They gonna be asking me for shit.
Let me just say this. Let's calculate the total cost. And we say this.
I love that, by the way. Awesome.
The calculate the total cost for what we call. And I already had checked out the app, and I know what one.
It's amazing what we do things
now,
for our cost out of our pocket.
Let me say this first, because first of all, you got to talk to the people in a different language. One, Mario talks to you for you guys to convince yourself. Well, you may not want to invest in this, and I actually say they're going to. It's like buying a suit. The total cost of the Big Pimpin' app, with or without monthly charge, the investment total per year, what would you say it's worth?
$300.
Okay, if you guys want to be in business, and actually somebody says you can have your own app for the Big Pimpin' app, and $300 is stopping you from going there, you don't need Mario to tell you, let me try to energize you to go there. What you need is somebody like me to say, okay,
that's true.
Y'all can kiss my ass and hallelujah, because you're not serious.
That's exactly, because I must admit, I do.
So
I feel
the
bad.
next time I have my kids, I will be in Venice.
There
We'll
you
be
go.
selling lots of things. They love to sing. They'll have the tip jar out, and we also have duct tape bows and stuff for sale.
So we're going to have to build
We
stuff.
can get our $300.
Well, we're going to have to promote. Well, that's what's saying. Okay, so what am I saying? And we got distracted with this, but because we'll do it later in more detail, you guys. Yes, I build everything. What happened is, remember that I always use things that are readily available in ways that are uniquely different.
Right.
That's what I did with Reverb Nation. I had already told people Reverb Nation was an excellent spot. We've been on there since they were started because we tested them when they were born. Since then, they've grown. Now, what I do now is I actually manage all of our stations. When I say stations, I'm talking about the subsegments of the shows. That's what I really meant to say. Morning Coffee, Nunu Sports, Hot Picks, Victor Allen, Mario Hemsley. All of those things, believe it or not, have a Reverb Nation profile. And you say, why? Is it Reverb Nation for musicians? I said, but you can use it to promote anything. And I'm using it to promote show segments, radio, and artist stuff. You say, Mario, I never thought of that. Well, when you go look at what you get for free, like say PMC doesn't have a website, right? He can go to Reverb Nation. Mac has a website, but he might want to make a Reverb Nation account anyway.
Right.
Okay? And make it for him as the artist, the radio broadcaster. Then look what you get available. Here's the Mario Hemsley Reverb Nation page.
It's a super app.
It's got
Just
music.
call it a super app.
Yeah, it goes right into the app.
Is this your music or is
That's
this
my
somebody
track. These are all tracks I wrote.
else's? Don't you lie, I like it. Does it have new
Don't
words?
you lie. Yeah, I wrote, you know me, I'm the lyricist. Yeah.
No, it's don't you lie.
Don't you lie, that's right. Don't you lie to me.
You know what? This is
So you
wrong.
can put all this stuff on my intro.
Well,
Without problems.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But it was getting the one that fit you.
What she said
Okay,
about-
that's one that fit you because, okay, take a look at this Reverb Nation. Yes, I would probably build you There's a lot of things you would build. And remember, it doesn't hurt to have more because it helps you in the search. Just like Brandy Flores, there's other Brandy Floreses. But see, I said, let's go take that from them. People say, what do you mean? We can make you so that when they search Brandy Flores, it'll be you. Victor Allen goes head to head with the other Victor Allen. It's the two of them between the two of them, they have all the Victor Allens. And Victor usually beats him.
I think when you search Brandy Flores, though, I don't see my Brandy Flores.
That's because you haven't done it right, because you have to. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're trying to tell you the secret.
She walked right into that.
Yeah, that's right. We're trying to tell you the
I
secret.
thought that came with the setup.
No, you have to do some work.
I paid a fee for this.
You have to do some work.
I love this.
You have to do some work. I lived out a lot of work, but we tie some things into it. Take a look, you guys. For example, this is what comes with the Reverb Nation. That's where you pay for the app, but it's the best app. Not only that, they do all the stuff to get it certified through Apple for you.
Right.
See? So you're not doing nothing. So those of you who know nothing about the process, let's say you don't know shit about making an app. Not a damn thing. I guarantee you can go in there and make this app.
Right.
You can make it right now and spend your $300 and get it going with no knowledge. That's why it's $300, because they do all the stuff for you. It's more laid out. You just add in your pictures and then you can change stuff.
Right.
So the implementation is the best.
Right.
So that so a non-techie person can make this app.
Right.
But they got to spend $300.
And look, I already know. I know Mac and PMC. I wasn't even talking to them about the people that's going to invest and do that, because I know they're already gangsters. It's the people I know that we talk to a lot of times who are just hesitating. And what you're going to realize is this: the first thing that's going to happen when you actually go say, I'm going to invest in my app, you're going to realize that you should have rushed back and start doing a lot of tweeting, a lot of photos, a lot of blogging, a lot of videos, because when it all comes up together, it looks so good. Because then when you get the app and then you have to go chase your footage and say, oh, I got to do more, you're going to realize you should have done a lot more footage, because then you can discriminate what you want to put in there.
Exactly.
But if you don't have a lot at all, it's just going to look because this app ties in so much to make you look very robust.
Well, that's why part of the way we're doing things around here has been getting different. Now, it's going to come back to Brandy, too, to allow for them to have more segments of their own.
Right.
That could be then dropped into their own player.
Right.
See, if Mac does certain segments and I cut and syndicate those out specifically with him in the title, like I do with Brandy's certain parts, right?
Right.
Then they put those things in their channel.
Right.
And now, so usually when you work with us, we're going to make enough video of you to populate your channel. Then I start to bug you in my kind way of how you can escalate it and take it to this next level.
I'm
so I try to
upset
wet
I'm
your
being
whistle.
bothered to have to go to the Knockout with Cancer with Sugar Ray Mosley and Sugar Ray Leonard. And
So that's the thing coming up.
Fantasia.
We're going to kick ass, and we're going to put it on the apps, okay? So, Vic, one last look. This is the app. It's coming from Victor Allen. There's also going to be apps for each of the show segments. I know Brandy's already thinking, where's my app? I know. And then the only thing bad with Brandy, she's thinking, well, I don't want to even look at the other ones. I want this app.
Yeah.
I want the
like
super app.
It's like showing a girl a really nice pair of heels.
Right.
And then showing them the Payless heels. And trust me, I have a lot of Payless heels, but I have an option. I want the nice ones.
I agree. And look, it's true, because I just got notified of my app, the Android app. So I now
Oh, you did? The notification came in?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
And let's go look at it. I want to look at it.
It's just the app, the face of it. That's
But
all.
still, it shows you. Remember, I worked on this. I've been waiting for this to come up.
Right.
Where is the thing? I was on this. And so I told Vic, I said, Vic, I spent some money.
Now, he said that without telling everybody.
He said, what'd you... Because usually I don't come in and announce that I spent money.
Right.
So when I announce I spent money, there's a point to that. I was like, because we ain't done. We got to get through these announcements. The announcements are crazy. Here's Vic's page. So remember now, this is what I would tell my people. Remember, I tell all my people, I don't say you have to, but I always invite you to do everything I do for me to do it for you.
So
I don't hold back anything from you guys. Mac, PMC, everybody. I invite Norman, everybody to do what I do for me. And I try to show you how to do it for no money. Okay? Because we also did stuff for Norman, by the way. Okay.
So what is it? This is his Reverb Nation
This is
channel?
Vic's stuff just came in this morning. Now with Vic, see, for both Vic and I, the Apple, the iPhone version is still in production.
Right.
Right, but they put it on his page, his mobile app. Now look at the Victor Allen mobile app.
Look at that.
This shit is hot. This shit is hot, y'all. Now, Mac, remember, I'm going to say this again. Mac, PMC, Brandy. I will, all of my associates, I can make you my apps myself with my other setup for free. It's just not as robust as this one. So remember, you can get an app from me for free. I will make you an app. Yes, I will. For free.
Yeah.
Okay, now, so leave that. But if you want this, I had to pay. Okay?
Right.
I had to pay. So I want y'all to see what it is. But now it's not available on the Apple device. So when it comes up, it says type in your stuff. You'll be notified, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
Okay? But this allows you to look at the different setups for Victor. And what I did is I put Victor's music in. You know, Victor wrote music.
Yeah.
So I put tracks in that Victor actually wrote.
Yeah, I mean, that's all right.
Can my kids re-sing any of these? Bring them back to life, or what?
They'll probably sit there and say, "Mommy, don't just go and apologize to that man." He says that music makes me go to sleep.
Okay.
My kids listen to everything.
So, so I spent some money. So make sure I hit everything. Okay. So now, PMC got hit with the same kind of a thing to run neilurbanradio.com with me. Mac has the opportunity to run onlinewithmac.com. Brandy and I are going to be moving into the newly purchased Pack Stereo Moby Radio. Now, why did I buy that? Because of the setup these British cats were bringing. Okay, so they have a special deal for $30 a month. They set up the whole radio thing, and it comes with an app.
Right.
So remember, I'm a tester. So you know me, and I spend money. So I was like, damn, I already got 5 radio. So I did this one too. This one coming up. Right. And Brandy and I are going to be able to work with this one. It's through this British company. It comes with an app, a hot app. It comes with a bunch of hot apps for $30 a month. So remember, I test different people. So that one's coming. So we're going to work with that. We're going to have a whole thing. And I also told PMC and Mac both, even though it's hard to understand, even when you run your own channel, you can actually have a show too on the Pack Stereo Moby Radio also. And I was trying to get Mac to think about using his Online with Mac, his weekly segment, to have it up there. So we also set up, and I want to remind everybody, if you go to packstereo.tv, okay, and you go to the About Us section, at the bottom is the Pack Stereo Dropbox, where you can easily send us 2 gigabytes. Okay, all right, hold on. So, Mac, you can go to the Pack Stereo TV, go to the About Us page. At the bottom is a Dropbox. You can send us that weekly episode, and we can put that out other places for you. I made that Dropbox, okay? We also were able to access PMC, send us the files for the Make It Up To You project coming up Tuesday, so we're going to have the remix of that available from the new files. Now, I know it's a lot of shit, stuff. Keep moving. Got to show you things. I did check PMC's zip code 15066. It says New Brighton, PA. It's very possible there may be room for as many as 2 new community radio stations in your zip code. Okay?
Oh, you're lucky too. I'm the only one.
So, well, I'm in LA. We're both in the same situation. But that's why we're going at the low power. But remember, here's the thing, you guys. Let me make it really relevant to everybody. And I know this is something simple to me, but people don't get it. So I'll try to tell them if you understand what I'm saying. In a minute, when you're a radio station, it won't make so much difference where you're from. Why? Because everybody's going to be accessing internet radio through Wi-Fi, even in their car. Their car is going to access free Wi-Fi, which is coming in most of the urban centers. They're already debating it, believe me, and you're wherever you are, because it's a money making for the city.
Right.
So they're going to have free Wi-Fi, and you pay extra for speed. So at that point, everybody in their car will be listening to internet radio. Okay, it streams through the internet perfectly.
Yep.
The only issue is the FM. This will blow your mind. Okay, so now, that's why I told you announcement time is almost an hour today, so let me speed up. So that's for that. I covered that. Now remember, also, for Norman Ross, we sent Norman the latest software from Mixcraft. Let me see, Mixcraft. That's probably not it, but they'll find it. Yeah, this one. Mixcraft. That's the software. Let me just find it the other way. We sent Norman Ross in Cleveland. We sent him the latest version of Mixcraft. Now, Mixcraft, if you're getting into doing song production and you've never done it before, I'm a cakewalk sonar man because I've been using it since the software came out, since the 90s. So forget it. You didn't want to know about it. Okay, now, I used to be able to call up and ask questions to the designer. Okay, now, but for you guys, if you never did it before, I recommend Mixcraft. Now, Mixcraft is the hottest new software. It comes with samples, come with it. Okay, it comes with such an incredible assortment of accessories, effects, reverb, that if you've never done anything at all with mixing, this would be the one. It costs about $75 as a download. Has wonderful screen testimonials. We sent a copy of that to Norman Ross. So we essentially enrolled Norman Ross in this program. Now, I have the software for me too, but it was still more to get Norman going. And we also invited Norman to do more shows about him learning the software. Right? And he doesn't have to show himself, he can show the screen. We also told Norman that along with Mixcraft 6, and we sent this all to Norman, we also invited Norman to use we invited Norman to use, where am I? We invited Norman to use Procaster. Now, why Procaster? Because we said, Norman, if you use Procaster, you can broadcast your stream. So this is all the stuff we've been doing. I'm going to show you real quickly, live stream Procaster. This is free software I invite all of you guys to play with that allows you to stream to your own channel. Everybody we're talking to has a channel. Remember PMC, we set up that stuff for him last week. So there is a CJAMS 1000 page at packstereo.tv. If you go to packstereo.tv, CJAMS 1000. So I told Norman if he used this, he could shoot himself and show his screen as he was learning to use the software. So everybody now has something that I did, almost everybody. Mac, PMC, Brandy's coming too with the radio. And Brandy has her segment stuff coming up. Norman Ross, we hit. Vic and I, now the last announcement of what I did for Vic and I told you about the apps. Now check this last thing out.
And just so let me do this so people can understand, because a lot of people who are just watching this show probably are saying, okay, this is for people who are really trying to produce and get involved in some way of being popularized as either in entertainment in front or behind the scenes, some kind of way, be very visible. Because for people who are just watching the show, it says, okay, this is a whole how-to for the producers who have content, right?
Well, it's mostly showing you what Pack Stereo is doing.
Right.
For our associates.
Right.
For the people that we collaborate. To make sure that we push all of ourselves forward today. Because we think it's the time. We think it's the time for everybody to step up. So I went to my monies that I had worked hard. And I said, I'm going to up the ante on everybody here, including myself, okay, by putting another splash of capital.
I'm excited.
Into getting stuff done.
Let's get some stuff going.
I'm getting stuff done. That's why. So everybody watching, it's all about building and expanding internet television. My associates have never done most of these kinds of things. Now they are. They're running their own things and learning how to do that. We're stepping up the ante, and that's why all the announcements today really had to do what was done last week and the monies that were spent. And the other big announcement was that Vic and I will be attending the upcoming South by Southwest conference, which will be in Austin, which is the big conference for all these kinds of things. It's a significant investment to go.
Where's it at?
In Austin.
Oh, Austin. That's right.
In Bush Country.
Yeah, we got room for one more in the hotel room. You got the suite. Well, we got it kind of hooked up. So we get down there in Austin so we can hold 4 in there. We got 3 in there right now.
Yeah.
But it can go 4.
Yep.
But so we'll be at Austin at the South by Southwest, and we're planning for how we're going to be representing there. chances are while we're down there, we're going to throw an event or two. Because right now we're talking to some of our people that are down there, Meredith Beale. We got friends down there. So we may try to host some kind of event while we're down there. The issue with South by Southwest is that it's pricey. If you get the early registration, still like $600, $700 right now. So that's right. So it represents a significant investment for us to appear. We had talked about it for 3 years. But again, so this year, we're making sure that Vic and I at least will be there representing Pack Stereo. And we're going to be trying to increase their presence. So any of my associates who go to make it down there.
Like Mac just said, what's the dates?
I think it's March 8th to 12th. And I think we're going to be there from the 7th through the 13th.
Yep.
It's in Austin.
And
that's the South by Southwest Conference. It's the biggest, you guys.
Yep.
And the whole thing is by having a presence very unique to get the neo-urban folks up in there.
And look, right now.
So you're saying they're lacking the neo-urban folks?
Yeah, they're lacking.
Well, like so many of these things.
Wait a minute.
We'll be the only.
Wait a minute. I'll say this much.
So I shouldn't go?
No, I'm saying, wait a minute. You know what
Girl,
neo-urban
you've already
is?
been co-opted.
Urban is
You got
always
Flores as
where
a
you
last
go.
name. They don't
Yeah,
even know
I
what
know.
they don't know what the hell you are. No damn way.
Right. Urban, you know what, Brandy, if you were in what you are, traditional suburbia, but you were low-end suburbia, they would call you urban.
You are urban.
I am in low
You
suburbia
are urban.
right now.
You are urban.
Wait a minute. Here's the other thing why you guys should really be careful and start planning ahead, but have a short window of planning ahead, and I'm serious on this, you guys. Now, you know that whatever happens after December 21st is just moot. We ain't gonna be here. 2012, bro. 2012.
No, that's what they found the new calendar. We did the story on that. They found the new calendar.
Was it on the internet?
I always said, I always told everybody.
Wait a
They
minute.
never said the world was ending. They just didn't find the other
Wait a
calendar.
minute. Was it on the internet?
It was on the internet.
You know it's true if it's on the internet.
That's right. That's why we are
So,
number one.
I'm just letting
on
you
the
guys
internet.
know. Get your party on like 1999 Prince old days. 2013 ain't coming.
All right. Dang. Now, all right, it's time for us to take a musical break. Check this out, you guys. So my significant, damn. See, they get it in your head. See, I don't know. I guess she's my girlfriend. My self-appointed girlfriend. She wanted to go out. And so we went.
That's jacked up.
She's very motivating. She said, Mario, let's go out and see this. Let's go to the House of Blues, to the Foundation Room out to check out this group. I said, why? I said, but what do they have to eat over there? Because it's Saturday, and I had my other job.
I'm
worked.
worried about both good music
I gotta
and good
eat,
food. Yes.
and I gotta eat. So she said, no, we'll eat there, blah blah blah. So we go up there. It turns out we didn't eat there, but we went to see this group called The Endangered. Okay, now let me tell you, really loved it. Really loved it. I uploaded some video. Let me see if I can find the video. You know what it is, trying to go this full page is what gets.
Well, again, it's National Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
That's right. Everywhere.
We got to
Wear
push
pink.
that.
I'm wearing
Everywhere.
pink on all my events.
That's right. Everybody.
Let me put that back.
And everybody's evolving in the new
Hold on.
apps now. You can see Mario's going through that right now. We see all the big corps are doing this. Their apps have been upgraded. So you're noticing that they're changing their layouts.
I do need to. I'll take a picture at my house with all my pink appliances and things that I have bought
Yeah.
through the years.
Yes. Yes.
Just for you, because I know you want to see.
I want to see.
Supporting my brand's breast cancer.
Look.
We wanna see
We're
it.
going on an event this week. What is it? Boxing for the Cure.
Yeah.
So it's all wrapped around this whole. Everybody's in that moment. It's serious though.
My 6-year-old thinks it's the funniest thing though, because everyone wears those bracelets that say "I love boobies," and she just giggles. And I'm like, "It's for breast cancer awareness month." Oh, it says boobies.
Gee, that's a good one too.
It's funny.
That's a good. That is a good one.
Okay.
Take a look at this. This from the House of Blues.
Did they know you're filming?
Well, I guess my self-appointed girlfriend, she told him that I was coming.
I learned to fall, refuse to fall. I give all, I risk it all, I tend to break all. But I can fool when I'm happy.
So this is a group, The Endangered. Now, Vic, I met all of them. So we got to talk to them. They want to come on, you know, they ready to. Big girl here, she can jam.
Nice.
Why can't you say healthy?
Maya, she jams. This is my iPhone. I'm going to show you their YouTube presence. Okay, now, that's The Endangered. That's on my Facebook page. Now, let's go take a look at them at YouTube, and I'm going to play a cut, the Endangered. First of all, let me find them.
Now, this is the same, so most people know, you know, when Kimberly Lola went to perform there, you have now an idea of the room she performed in. I'm pretty sure it's the same
The foundation,
room.
yeah, it's the foundation. That's the upstairs.
Foundation, right, it's kind of like the eclectic set-aside, not
Yeah.
the big stage room. But it's still cool.
It's still cool.
Still cool.
But I told her, I said, when she said to us there, I said, we ain't going to be able to eat up there because it's going to be too crowded.
Oh, you know.
But check it out. Check out this musical piece. We'll be right back.
My face is finally dry from the weight of my tears. My dreams were interrupted by the sum of my fears. So please send me some love. I will keep waiting. Stop on by. I keep praying, 'cause the weight is breaking my shoulders. I find myself calling on you. Calling on you. I keep calling on you. Calling on you. Yes, I have been surrounded by broken opportunities. Every failure leaves me mystified and down on my knees. So please send me some love. I will keep waiting. Stop on by. I keep praying, 'cause the weight is breaking my shoulders. Please strengthen my spine. My faith is running out on empty. Stop on by. Come and tell me what to do. I'm calling on you. Give me unshakable faith like only your love was meant to do. I'm swimming upstream. Oh, and the weight is killing me. I keep calling on you. And unmistakable love is something that I can't hold on to. Keep shining on me. 'Cause I still believe your love will set me free. Whoa, I find myself calling on you. Calling on you. I keep calling on you. Calling on you. I keep calling on you. I'm calling on you. Lord, I keep on calling on you. Calling on you. Yes, I keep calling on you. Every day and every hour, I'm calling on you.
That's right. The group is called The Endangered.
On you.
The Endangered. All right, all right. Take a look. Here's their listings, www.endangeredband.com. You guys, I really just got exposed to them because Speed Girl took me up there. And so got a chance to mix it with them. I really enjoyed the energy of all the folks in the band. In fact, what's a trip about them is that they really consider themselves a rock band. So we're going to be getting them. I'm going to try to show you real quickly one of their little interview segments. That what I like is they behind the scenes. Let me see if I find the ones. Let's see, 'cause they have a bunch of them discussing the songs. Okay, that was Calling on You we just watched. Let's hear that they talk about what they do.
I find myself calling on you.
That's the one we just saw.
I remember the days writing Calling on You, and it was one of those songs where we had such a specific vision when writing it, and a really specific sound, in my ears at least, that when we demoed it ourselves, it was kind of like, okay, this is I'm putting out my ideas from my brain and it's finally being manifested. But there was always something like, okay, well, there's something not quite there. And then we hooked up, we put Steve in and did a nice studio, and finally it kind of smoothed out the edges of the song. That came in a little rough, and then things got refined. It's like sandpaper, just like that coarse sandpaper, and then there's that real fine sandpaper that makes it real nice and smooth. So it was like taking a piece of wood that's raw and making it to a nice sculpture or something. It was kind of like that. When I heard Calling on You on the radio, it was kind of like dreams coming to reality in a sense. It was, starting to see those changes happening before our eyes, in our ears. We always talk about we're going to change what we listen to on the radio. What's happening now?
When we started writing Calling on You, it was at that time for us a little bit of a different departure from what we had done sonically before, and it had a somber vibe but a funky vibe at the same time. So I didn't really know how to lyrically approach it when I first heard it. At the time, I had just lost my uncle, and I was dealing with a lot of emotional turmoil that was tied to his death. And I wanted to write something for myself to give me hope. I wanted to write something that was going to lift me out of the dumps. So I tried to focus the message of Calling on You around the idea that love is the cure, that love will fix everything, because I really believe that that's true. I always think about this one Luther Vandross song called Little Miracles, and there's this one line where he says, the first thing I know is God is love. The next thing would be He is me. So I really think that love is a universal concept that transcends religion, it transcends many things. It's the one thing that really ties us together, and it's the one thing that we all really need. So that was my take on Calling on You, and that's what I hope I brought to the table.
Oh, I find myself calling on you, calling on you. I keep calling on you, calling on you.
Yeah, endangeredband.com, everybody. Take a look. Went to see them because of Speed Girl and loved it. And I got to talk to them about some things, found out what they're doing as indies, because one of the things that crossed my mind is they would be sure good to have a full concert, to see them.
Yo, that's good, man.
Concert in the park.
It's nice. It's nice. Like I said, man, the iPhone seemed like it did wonders for you.
Yeah, all that again since last week. Stuff happening.